Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I haven't put out a video in quite some time, but today I wanted to do a fun video for you guys. This is going to be a holiday gift guide for the makeup lover. Now I know that there has been so many different launches of so many different brands of makeup as well as different products, and I feel like sometimes when you walk into Sephora or an Ulta, it can be very overwhelming and you don't even know where to start or what's worth your money. So I want to share with you some products that I absolutely love. Some of them are on the newer side and some of them are just OGs in my collection that I think are just well worth it and would be really nice to be gifted to somebody else. And this is for someone who loves makeup like myself and would really enjoy these products. I think that they'd be very well worth the price points. Some of them are a little bit more affordable, whereas some of them are a little bit more on the pricier side. So I did kind of give you a variety of options in this video, and I'm gonna get started. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is one from Tarte. This is the Tarte Big Blush Book. This is the third volume, and I was never able to get my hands on the previous two, but I was able to get this one, and I was really excited because it's something that always appealed to me. So this blush book retails for $60, and it comes with 6 full-size blushes and 1 full-size highlight. And I think that for $60, you're getting such a great deal because these are full size and they're really great quality. If you use Tarte blushes, you know that the pigmentation and the stay power on them is really amazing. So I thought that this was really a good selling point for me when it came to the price point. And I just love the selection of colors they play in here. They put a lot of versatile shades. You have your really nice pops of pinks and corals, and you have your more mauve muted tones. So I feel like they did a really great job with that. And as far as the highlight, it is one that is going to work well for so many different skin tones. I feel like it can just work well because it's not too icy, it's not too gold, it's just something that meets right in the middle. So I think that Tarte did a great job, and the packaging is pretty nice too. It's in like this like styrofoamy kind of container, and it slides open, and I think that anybody who loves makeup, it's such a cool concept to have all these blushes all in one really compact nice palette. So I think that this is really great. I love it so far. I've been using it to death, and I think that it'd just be a really nice gift because it's something that somebody I think would want if they're into makeup, and it's just something that is really great quality. So you would definitely get your money's worth on this product because it is great. So moving on from this, I'm going to keep on with the blushes, and I'm going to share with you 2 blush kits from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now these are recently launched and they retail for $30, and I got both ones that they offered, but I feel like one is a little bit more versatile and the other one's a little bit more limited. And I'll share with you why. So this one is going to be the more pinkier, blushier tones, a little bit more on the coral side. You got your bright pink, you got your more muted pink, and then you've got like your mauve tone. And this is great for all different skin colors, I feel. I feel like this will work no matter if you're light to medium to dark. I feel like the colors are very, very pigmented. I would definitely suggest using a light hand with this product because a little bit goes a long way. They did a really great job with the pigmentation. But this is really nice for so many different skin tones, and I love it. I think that for the price point of $30, you're getting a really nice variety of blush tones, and I just think that it's such a great deal, and it comes with a nice mirror, and it's very compact and great packaging, very sturdy. But the other one, also very nice. I love them both. I feel like it's geared more towards those are deeper in complexion because this really dark purple and these other 2 shades here, I feel like these are more geared towards medium to deeper skin complexion. But I love that she did that because it's something for everyone, and I love that about her. I think that I feel like she thinks about so many different complexions and different varieties of people when she makes her makeup, so I really appreciate that. And I feel like this is great. So those who are deeper in complexion, you have some options here. It's got really nice, beautiful raisin type shade, as well as this like grayish contoury shade. For me, it works as a bronzer. And this is a really beautiful like muted mauve blush. And then I love the orange tone that this has to it. So I feel like both blush kits are really nice, just depending on the person and what they prefer and their complexion. There's one for everyone. I've been really enjoying those blush kits. And for $30, I feel like you really cannot beat it. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you an eyeshadow palette from Kat Von D. This is the Saint and Sinner eyeshadow palette. This retails for $62, and it is a little bit on the pricier side, I will admit. But when I initially saw it, I did not have any desire to buy it. I saw it online at Sephora when they launched. When I went to the store and I saw it and I swatched the colors, I was really impressed. So Kat Von D always has like really cool packaging, as you can see. I don't know how user-friendly the packaging is, but it is really cool. It's got really nice intricate designs. You know, she's very detail-oriented because of her artistic background. So it is a really cool design, but I don't know how great it's going to be for travel. And then it's got these two mirrors when you open it up. Also not very user-friendly, I feel, because they're broken up. But these colors are so fun. Like, I think that she did such a great job with creating something out of the box. I feel like everybody's just geared towards these really like easy, neutral, like basic day-to-day tones. Like, I wanted something that was gonna take me out of my comfort zone, and I feel like this palette does that. And I love the selection that she put in here. She has your bright orange, she has your blue, she has your like lime green. So I think it's definitely something fun. This is not a palette that is for everybody, but I absolutely love it. If you watch my channel, you know that for a while, Kat Von D's eyeshadows were very meh. I wasn't a huge fan. I think they were very like, needed some work, but she really did pull it together and she improved her formulation of eyeshadows and she is killing it. I love the pigmentation on these. These shimmers are just so shimmery. They look so good on the lid. I just think that it is such a great palette. It's got some more muted tones. These are like my crease colors, and these are just like some really fun pops of color. I have not used every single shade, I will be honest, but the ones that I have used, which is like a good half, I'm really impressed with. I love them. I don't even need to squirt Fix Plus on my brush because they do have really great pigmentation. So I'm really impressed with this. I love it. I think that this is very, very fun. Definitely something that's going to take someone out of their comfort zone and bring it a little bit more to the wild side. But the wild side's fun. Like, why not, you know? So I definitely suggest this. This is really great. I love it so much. And I know it's a little bit on the steeper side, but you're getting a pretty good amount of eyeshadows. 22 or 24 eyeshadows, I believe it is. So that's not terrible. So I think you're getting a pretty decent price point for the amount of shades that you're getting in here. If you think about like the Naked palette, you're getting like 12 eyeshadows for $50. So if you spend like $12 more, you're getting like almost double the shades. So I know it sounds steep, but if you think about it, it's not so bad. And it's really fun and it's really nice. So the quality is really great, which is the most important, I think. And the packaging is an added bonus because it is pretty fun and cool. Now, another eyeshadow palette I have been absolutely loving and I think is so amazing is this one from Huda Beauty. If you watch my last two tutorials, they both have this included in it. This is my go-to for the last several weeks since I got it pretty much. And I think this palette is amazing. And I think the Kat Von D one is a little bit for someone who's a little bit more wild, someone who likes to play with color. I think it's a little more fun for someone who's into like variety and different tones and brighter shades and something that's a little bit more electric. Whereas this Huda Beauty palette is a little bit more muted and toned down. So I think that this palette is the best one she's put out thus far. So Huda Beauty's first palette is something that I really enjoy, but I definitely feel like the Desert Dusk palette knocks it out of the park. It is such great quality. So this retails for $65, and in here you get 18 eyeshadows. The eyeshadows are a really decent size, and I think that she killed it with the formulation on these. Like, her first eyeshadow palette was really good, but some of the textured shades were very hard to work with, and a lot of people weren't really big into them because they were a little bit difficult, and they really did take a little bit more time. Whereas these, I think that are pretty foolproof, pretty easy. I love the color scheme that she has in here. It's totally up my alley. This is something I use day to day to day to day. I feel like this is going to be something that you can dress up as well as dress down. So it's something that you can use like going to work, but it's also something you can use to go out. So I think that's the really nice versatility of this palette. And the color selection is really awesome. She's got great transition shades. She's got fun shades. I love the purple she incorporated in it. I love purple. It's my favorite color to wear in my eyes. And I love that she has a pressed glitter in here, which is really fun, and you don't even need a glitter glue, believe it or not, to place this and have good pigmentation on the lid. So all in all, I think that this palette is a complete winner. I love it. I think that whoever you purchase this for will be so happy with it, whether they're a beginner or someone who is very well versed in makeup. I feel like this is something that is really great quality. It did me, like, it did things for me. I loved it, and I think she did a really great job of the formulation, and everything about this palette is pretty awesome. Not to mention that it has a pretty good size mirror on here as well. So I feel like it's a great palette, and I think that, you know, this was definitely a winner as far as palettes. Now moving on from that, I'm going to share with you a contour palette. Now this is a contour palette that has been in my collection forever, like since they came out years ago. This is the Anastasia Contour Powder Kit. I am in the medium to tan shade, and this is actually my second one because I love it so much. I am done with the first one. I even bought this for my makeup kit because I just love the texture of these powders. I love the way they look. I love that she has so many different shades. She has one contour kit that's dedicated towards those who are light, those who are medium, and those who are deeper in complexion. So I love that about Anastasia. She thinks about everybody always, and I'm just a huge fan of the product. So this one is absolutely brand new. I got it because the price was for the low. They were having 50% off. And I love the shades in here. They work so well for me. If you are a little bit on the deeper tone in complexion, I feel like you know the struggle of bronzers and how hard it is to find one that works for you without looking ashy, without looking chalky, without looking gray. So I feel like she did a great job with her pigmentation. She has some highlighting tones in here. She has a highlight here as well. I absolutely love this palette. I think it's a must-have for me, and I liked it so much that I did, like I said before, put it in my kit because I know it's going to work for so many different complexions. So I definitely feel like this is great for someone who is dabbling into contouring. I feel like they have different shades to choose from, so they can choose what works best for them, and they can use the other shades for whatever they see fit. But this is definitely a great buy, and I feel like they've been having a lot of deals on them. Now the last palette I'm going to share with you is one from Hourglass. Now this is a very expensive palette for how small it is. This retails for $62, and it comes with... This retails for $62, and I know it sounds really expensive, and it is, I will admit that, but I love this palette so absolutely much. I think it's completely worth it. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. This is the one that I use the absolute most right here. This is the dim light. I love this to set my face, especially underneath my eyes. And this color all the way to the right, radiant light, is what I use to set my whole face. But these powders are unlike any setting powder I've ever used before because they have like these really nice finely milled flecks of shimmer, and they make your face look so nice and so glowy without looking greasy. I feel like it's a really nice balance for the skin, and it gives you like that really nice, healthy, refreshed look without looking like over the top. So I love these. These are my favorite for setting my under eyes and my face. I think that anybody who loves makeup would really appreciate this because it is expensive. It's not something you personally want to spend all of your money on, but I guarantee you once they try it, they will absolutely love it, and they will probably end up repurchasing it like myself, full price. So yeah, I love this. I think it's a great palette to have. I absolutely love this. I need a setting powder, especially for my under eyes, and I think that this is great quality, like so great quality. It's so finely milled, and it's so nice, and when it sits underneath your eyes, it looks absolutely beautiful. It doesn't give you any flashback like a lot of setting powders do. So I just love it. It's my jam. I love it so much. Now moving on from palettes, I'm going to get started with some loose products that are not like in a palette form. The first of which I'm going to share with you is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Face Studio Highlight. I got mine in the color Molten Gold, and this retails for $9.99, and this highlight is so good. So as you can see, I definitely put a dent in it. I love this. It's such great quality. I really was not expecting too much because I'm very particular with my highlights, but this one is really great. So pigmented, as you can see, and it goes on so nicely on the skin. And let me tell you, when you throw a little Fix Plus on this guy, I'm telling you, you're gonna be lit. Like, you're gonna be beaming to the gods. Like, it looks so good. I love the way it feels on the skin. It doesn't feel like very powdery. It doesn't flake off. It just is really nice. It lays down well. And I was very impressed. Like, for a drugstore product, this performed better than some high-end ones. So this is definitely a really great deal. Something that it could be a stocking stuffer for someone who's balling on a budget, wants something quality but a little bit on the cheaper end. I think this is a great buy. Now, some highlights that I think that are a little bit more pricier than the one I just mentioned, but also really great, are these ones from Ofra. These retail for $20, and I have the color Blissful and Rodeo Drive. They have a really nice line of selections, but these were the ones that like worked best for my skin tone, and I love them. These highlights are so ultra pigmented. I tell you, when you tap your brush into the item and then you place it on your face, you're gonna get so much payoff. So you really have to use a light hand with this as well. So this is the color Rodeo Drive, which is more of like a nice icy champagne gold. And boom, look at that guy right there. Really pigmented, really nice. I love this. And then the next one I have is the color Blissful, which is more of a pinkier tone highlight. Also very nice. And I will show it to you here so you can have an idea. So that is it there, right here. So you can see all three of those highlights are really, really pretty. I think they're really great, especially for the price point. $20 for the pigmentation. A little product goes a long way with those Ofra ones, and I feel like it's something that can definitely last. So on the grand scheme of things, $20 really isn't that much when you're thinking about how much of the product really goes, you know? So those highlights have been my favorite, I think, for the year, and I love them so much. So want to share them with you, and maybe for someone who hasn't really dabbled. Like, I didn't get these till they went to Ulta because they were just an independent online brand. So it was something that got me out of my comfort zone, and I'm really impressed with it. I really love it. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you some mascaras. And there are two mascaras in particular that I have absolutely loved. I think they're great. One is a little bit pricier, and the other one is a little bit more on the affordable end. So the more affordable one is this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is so good, you guys, so good. So this retails for $9.99, and it is very comparable to the Too Faced Better Than Sex one, which I believe is like $25 or $30. So I'm going to show you them side by side. So these are complete dupes for one another, even down to packaging. I feel like they're very similar. The Too Faced one obviously is a little bit more sturdy and a little bit more heavy. It definitely feels more luxurious in hand. It's very heavy. But when I put the wands side by side, you can see why I feel like they're just such great dupes for one another. So these are the two wands side by side. Like, they are completely identical, I feel. So the top one is the one from Too Faced, whereas the bottom one is the one from L'Oreal. Now, I really cannot tell you that there's a huge difference between the two. I love the Too Faced one. It's so good. I think that they did a great job, but then this one came out right after, and I was like, girl, like, it is so freaking good. For $9.99, you could get like 3 of them. So the formulation is absolutely awesome. I love my lashes to be really well coated. For me, that's really important because I do not wear false lashes. So I think that they did a really great job with the formulation. Like the Too Faced one, it just coats my lashes really well, and I don't know if it's the brush or so much the product, but it just layers my lashes really nicely, and it just is able to coat each lash, I feel like, very nicely and very evenly. So I love this. It never looks clumpy or cakey or nasty. I just feel like my eyes look so like boom, and my lashes are on fleek with these mascaras. So definitely a really great drugstore find. Now, the more expensive mascara that I've been loving this year as well is the Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara, and I just have the sample size of it because I am getting the full size one in my BoxyCharm box this month. So this is really good. I'm not a huge fan of Tarte's mascaras. I think they actually suck. But this one is bomb, you guys. It makes my lashes look amazing. So the wand on this Tarte one is so good. I just love that it has these really nice bristles that are able to coat every single lash, which is really important to me. And I think that the formulation of the mascara is also very good. I love this so much. I was really impressed. If it wasn't sent to me as a sample product in my Sephora Play box, I would have never tried it because, like I said before, Tarte's mascaras just never have done anything for me. But I think they knocked it out of the park with this. I love the formulation. It just is really nice. I love the way it coats my lashes. So this is definitely a really great mascara as well. I know that everybody's always looking for the really, really, really nice mascara that's going to coat your lashes and do your eyes some justice. And I definitely feel like the ones I mentioned were really good and they worked well for me. Now the last two items I'm going to share with you, these are like beauty tools. So the first I'm going to share with you is my absolute favorite, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills A25 brush, and this retails for $25. This is my favorite highlighting brush of all time. I feel like it lays down highlight so nicely. It gets it so precise and it gives you the best like precision, I want to say. And it's not too big, it's not too small. It's got a really nice dome shaped, and I feel like the size of it just makes it perfect for highlight. And I love the way it lays down product. It doesn't take product away, it just lays it down really beautifully. So I'll lay down a little bit for you guys. Like that's with the Ofra. You can see, I just love it. It's just so nice and precise. I think they did a really great job of the size. I think it's a really nice size and it's perfect for this area. It just gets in there really nicely and it lays down product like a champ. Love this brush. I literally cannot go anywhere without it when I travel. I have a separate set of brushes that I use for traveling, and this definitely has to go in there. I don't care. I just have to bring it with me everywhere. If I lose it, I'm screwed because I literally am so obsessed with it. And the next thing I'm going to share with you is from Real Techniques, and I don't have the actual item. It's just something that I saw online and I thought was a really great gift. And it is the Real Techniques, I have it written down here. The Real Techniques Ultimate Sponge Set, and it's retailing for $34.99, and what you get is like 12 different sets of sponges. So I thought that was really nice and for a really great price point. Real Techniques has awesome sponges. They have really great beauty tools, and they're for a fraction of the price as some of the ones like Sigma and Zoeva and MAC. I just feel like they're pretty hand in hand, and I love their sponges. So the beauty blenders are $20, whereas these are a little bit more affordable. So in the sponge set, you get so much different variety. You get the diamond sponge, which is something that I absolutely love. I love the angles of this, and I love the precision of it, and I think it's a great sponge. And you get a few of these miracle sponges, which is what they started with, as well as some smaller sponges for like more detailed areas. So I definitely thought that that was a really great idea. It's something I personally was looking at for myself, and I love it. So yeah, so this will conclude my gift guide. I hope these options were something that will work for you and that will help you with your holiday shopping. I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.